So we're here today at Kyocera to talk about, has CSR passed its sell-by date?
I think there's a real consensus on the idea that responsible business is important, is necessary, and there's a debate around whether CSR is responsible business or it's not.
There's a tension between profitability and responsibility. CSR does not seem, as it's in its current form, to deal with that issue at all.
Fundamentally, you have to talk more about how you take the responsibility of money seriously within your organisation. And where does it come through to and where does it go to? Businesses need to be a lot more conscious, money needs to be a lot more conscious, and today the debate was about how companies can contribute to some of the wider social issues going on. And fascinating debate, a few touches, but some really good questions from the audience.
I was inspired by the mixture of the extremely pragmatic day-to-day, this is what we have to deal with side, from the active corporate social responsibility officer, through to Simon's more campaigny style of, this is the challenge we need to face, this is the challenge we need to face up to.
The controversy around the title was therefore going to make it quite a juicy debate. There were going to be people on the panel who would not give a bland or normal answer of what's going on, and I noticed that because of the mix of people, retail and financial services on the panel, we could probably have quite a heated debate and challenge people on their business models. CSR, as I wrote in an article, it has almost become another three-letter abbreviation piece of jargon, and we need to find a way that we consistently explain it and what it means. And it's fundamentally about they have a broader role in society than just the relentless pursuit of profit.
One of the things that particularly struck me today was the need to think beyond what businesses can achieve alone. We need to work with the finance sector, get investors asking about what's really important for how companies are building resilience into their supply chains, and the need for collaboration. If you peek over the horizon and look at some of the challenges that are coming our way, you quite quickly realise that a lot of what's happening in the corporate world doesn't match the pace and the size and the urgency of the challenges that we're facing.
We're absolutely delighted with the way it's gone. It's been a really good event with lots of engagement from the audience and I think some really interesting conversations.
It was very interesting actually just to get an insight into CSR, the way that people are working at the moment to kind of create change and how the whole sort of landscape is changing at the moment.
What stood out for me today is that words are terrific. Actions are the things that speak the loudest.
Well, I came here to be enlightened and I actually learned a lot. Realised that CSR people are not as evil as I thought, and actually they want to contribute to the world.
It was good to have a change where we're challenging CSR as the agenda for organisations. My personal view is that we need to integrate sustainability more into it, and I think from the panel it seems to be the case that, that's sort of opening up more. So, job well done.
CSR, people think, is about policies, but actually CSR is about people. And if you can get the people in organisations linked to those policies, then you can start to bring long-term change into the way that you start to create value in your businesses, in government, in charities, and everything that you're doing.
If you're working inside an organisation and you think the organisation is doing real CSR and can prove it and wants to prove it and engage with the public on what it's doing, then get in touch with us. Get in touch with Responsible 100. That's what we're doing. That's what we're all about.